Hello, Vengeancer here, bringing you another video. Welcome back to all the subscribers, and if you're not a sub, well, go become one. It's easy to scroll down and push the button. Today I am collecting everything out of the login crap. A lot of this stuff doesn't really mean anything to me. I don't care about the furniture and stuff, but I have a lot of RNG box crap things to open, so we're gonna do that. 39 stack, that's always good. Memories are good. I need memory fragments. 15, not bad. Three sharps, not bad at all. Most of this stuff I got out of doing the Black Spirit adventure. 20 stack. We're up to 53 crons, that's good. I need them. And there we go. 16 Kafirs and the Remnants of Destiny. I got quite a bit of those. 15. I need to go cash them in. Alright. Let's open these things. 25 Spirit Dust. 25 Spirit Dust. Ooh, 3 Force Breath. I wish whoever it was would shut their elephants off. 10 Rumbling Earth Shards. 25 Spirit Dust. Pure Force Breath. Ooh, a Bazzy Belt. Spirit Badger Ferocious Beast. Times 3. Sharp. Not too bad, 49 mil. That's going in the ye old. I need to sell that to an NPC. Spirit. It needs to go over. You can go in there. How about that? Get that out of my inventory. And all this junk down here was just other stuff I got from Black Spirit Adventure. It needs to actually go to Velia, which we're going to have to go over there anyway to get more crons. I want to do another tier 9 Dream Horse event. Let's see, I want to do an attempt. I don't think I want to use that. I don't need another 40 stack. The Black Crystal Shards I don't really need either. 20, 30 Caverses. I think the memory fragments are always the best value. They're just the harder ones to get. So 20 to 30. Not bad, we got 28. So there's 43 more mem frags. I'm actually going to
If you have a lot of stuff, leave it with me.
pull these out.
Within your allowed space, of course.
Dump those in there. Cool. How many of these do I have? Let's dump this over here.
There is nothing more romantic than a river or sea travel.
Interesting stuff. You gotta watch me organize all my inventory.
It's an ethereal thing.
We are climbing in the Caverns though. We're on our way to 1400. Alright, I'm gonna run over to Velia real quick. Already got a waypoint kind of set over there. So I'm gonna run over there and dump all this crap and get some cron stones, and then I'm going to Stonetail and I'll meet you over there. Alright, we made it over here to Stonetail. Now both of these horses can breed. I should probably breed them before I go too hard into trying to courser train or do the courser training, but I really don't care. I'm kind of shifting away from horse breeding anyway. I'm not. Let's see, 15. Will get us close. I'm not really focusing on horse training anymore. Even if these don't awaken, I'm not too particularly. Let's just put it this way. I really don't care to raise coursers anymore. I'm out of free tokens for those. I've already got 2 dream horses. I would love to have a Pegasus, but if it comes down to it, I can always buy one. And I listed a bunch of crap on the central market, so if you hear dinging in the background, that's what it is. This is all Doom stuff. I think I'm going to put in 10 of those. One of those. Alright, so I got 100 Cronstones. I got enough for 1 attempt. I figure I would get this crap out of my inventory. I'll do an attempt. And then, if it awakens, great. If it doesn't, then we'll just pour all this crap back in there and get it out of the way of my inventory. So here we go. We got 100% on the Pegasus, the Arduanti, first attempt. Let's see if we get lucky. Probably not. The other ones took me like 20. Yep, that's what I figured. It's always so expensive to do those. And you have to use Grondstones, otherwise you lose all of it instead of only half of it. But I'm going to get this stuff out of my inventory before I go on to doing something else. Now there's a couple things I can do for the rest of the video today. I can either go farm memfrags with scrolls, or I can do boss summon scrolls. We're going to be just under another attempt. But I don't have any more Cronstones, so I'm just going to dump this stuff and move on. There we go. Inventory's nice and clean now. I don't have all this junk floating around in here. But I have a ton of boss scrolls I can do, or I can go do the actual like memory fragment scrolls. I really don't feel like doing either one of those. They are just so boring to grind. I think I'm going to go back and do the farms real quick, and then probably set into doing some more storage management. I'll meet you at the farms. Okay, I made it back over here to the farms. We'll do the farms while I relay some messages, that stuff I've been thinking about. So I don't really want to do much in terms of like training and that kind of stuff. I want to go do so I want to get away from like horse training. I think my AFK activities are going to probably be into fishing now, because I did get the Doom horse a while back, and that's the one I ride around everywhere. So I accomplished that goal. I don't really need to keep going hard into that. Plus, if I do that, I can probably pull some of my CP out, so I don't need as much in terms of stables, and kind of just back off and sell off my excess horses. I don't really need them that much. I don't play a ton of alts, and if I do, they don't usually leave the safe zone, so I really don't need horses for them. The other thing I've been thinking about is I think I want to go hard into life skilling to actually fund my combat gear so that I can eventually go hard into PvP. I've been thinking quite a bit about like what end game means in Black Desert, and there isn't really any traditional end game, but most of these MMORPGs, PvP is the end game focus. To do that, I'm going to need a lot better gear, and I've been trying to upgrade gear. This guy's tent annoys me. I've been trying to upgrade gear. You know, I've recorded several of those enhancing sessions, and I'm just not making the progress that I want by doing that. I'm either going to have to just set for 20 or 30 hours just doing scrolls to get enough memory fragments to keep attempting. The upgrade stones are not a problem. I have more hards and sharps than I know what to do with. And black stones, you can always just buy them with silver. They're not that much. I don't feel bad about buying those. But the memory fragments, I really don't want to spend silver buying those just to waste it away on an attempt. I would rather, if I'm going to spend silver, I would rather have guaranteed upgrades. So I've been contemplating investing my 16 billion or whatever it is that's in the central market on, I think it's all the farms. There's what we ended up getting out of that, some more stone tail fodder materials. So I've been considering investing my silver into gathering. Yeah, see, I got 16.7, plus I got probably another 400 million worth of crap in here that needs to be collected. But I need a value pack for that. I don't want to put one on yet because I still don't have fiber. They laid the line, but they had never come back to splice it in, and then they're supposed to do that and then schedule the actual install to install it, which, I mean, I'm in the tech field. I might be able to do that stuff myself, but companies usually get a little antsy when you start messing with their stuff.
This is Heidel Ferry.
So I'm going to behave myself and not do that. However, still brings me to the point that I'm not going to use a value pack because I can't leave my game on 24/7. So until then, I'm not going to be using those premium things. You know, the Kama Silva blessings, the Old Moon scrolls, the ones that tick. You know, they stay on for 15, 10, 7, 20, 30 days, whatever they happen to be, but they have a duration that ticks down daily. I'm not going to do that until I can leave my character up. The Kama Silva blessings, or the blessing of Kama Silva, they're probably the most valuable to me because of the energy recovery and the item drop and just the overall warehouse weight. But these are the ones that I'm going to be probably investing in the most. Besides, value packs went up. They went from 188 million to now 330. It's crazy high. I don't want to have to pre-order 330 for that. Kama Silving is a little bit lower. 270 is still not great, but at least with those I can make silver on the energy recovery. Anyway, my point being, I think I'm going to go hard into life skilling, so I do still need to level up my gathering to Guru to get that higher. I would love to push for that 1800 mark. Currently, for my higher skills, not fluid collecting and not tanning, but everything else, I'm in the 1450 mark. So if I level the Guru, I'm going to be, I think you get what, 5 per level, somewhere around there. So I'll get an extra 100 out of that, give or take a little bit. So I'll be like the 1550 mark here or there. But if I do try to push for the 1800 mark, that means I'm going to have to upgrade a butcher knife. It's at Tet, so that'll give me an extra 100. So that'll put me around the 1650 mark. And then the only other thing that I can do is keep leveling my gathering skill to get the mastery higher, or get Pen Manos Gatherer's Clothes, which is always going to be a problem. Those are so hard to get. Now the pen butcher knife, so that would be hard into butchering because it's probably the most profitable. I would say right now, meat gathering is very profitable. I would buy the butcher knife, which I could outright do right now if there's one for sale. And there is. But that would instantly upgrade me to 400 mastery instead of 300, so I would get an extra 100 out of that. And then leveling. So I can, there's 300 easily obtainable. The gathering clothes not so much, so 200 easily obtainable, and then another 100 not so easy. But there are so many orders for this that I'm probably not going to do that, so I would have to just buy one that's lower, like this plus 10, or the pry, and just hammer away at it until eventually it went. And I'm still going to need memory fragments, so either way I'm going to be farming mem frags. But the plan is, I think, to start going heavier into gathering, and it'll be easier when I can wear the Blessing of Kamasil to get my energy back for the energy recovery. Until then, I'm kind of living off these energy pots and just leaving my character online and doing it the slow way. But an hour of gathering, which I use probably 5-6 energy pots throughout that time, got me 10,000 meat. And so, you can see that's 200-300 million in the wolf meat category. Now, if I go and gather like lion meat or something, it's going to be way higher than that. But until then, I think in between doing the whole energy thing, letting it regen, I think I'm going to be boxing up all of these cooking boxes I've already got cooked, and then finishing out the alchemy cooking, which is boring to watch. Nobody wants to watch that, so I'm not going to, I may check in here and there, and I got to cook some pet feed. So I'm going to cook some pet feed real quick. This is what you need for it here: flour, mineral water, and dried fish. I'm going to actually unstick this. You guys won't be able to see it, but I can on my other screen. So I'm going to need, I'm just going to do 1,000, so 6,000 there. The mineral water I will buy. I'm going to need 4,000 flour. And then I'm going to need 2,000 of these dried fish. It doesn't really matter which ones you use. And then I'll go buy the 3,000 water over here. And we'll cook this real quick. And then that'll be the end of the video, because I know I've been rambling a little bit. So we'll drop him here. And this is probably going to put me overweight, but I don't care.
Welcome to the Golden Toad Inn.
Nah, we're fine. Okay, so I closed my UI over there, but I know what roughly I need. I need to repair these, but we can use this one for now. Okay, so on these, I usually use the I have +4 cook's clothes, so I usually use those instead of mastery ones. And I also have this here. This will get my cooking time down. Okay. And where's the good feed. Good feed. So make 1,000, and whenever I put the spirit stone on, we actually get down to 1 second cooking. And granted, we were supposed to make 1,000. I had like 100 in my inventory. So we'll do that, and I'll be right back once it's done. Alright, so it's finishing up here. It was only a few minutes for me as well, but the good thing about cooking these recipes that aren't necessarily really that valuable in terms of silver, just things that are necessary, like I have to have feed for the pets. That's how I loot everything, you know. And so, I mean, we made 1,000, or at least we set out to make 1,000. And here's my cooking mastery, even with the silver embroidered cook's clothes on instead of the Manos cook's clothes. I'm at 1,024, and there's the stats on it. But the valuable thing is that you're getting witches' delicacies from doing the cooking, and it's a recipe you're gonna have to cook anyway. And then instead of making 1,000, we ended up making like 4,100. It increased it by 4 times just with the 1,000 mastery. Now there are other ways to get down to 1 second cooking, but the way I'm doing it, since I have the cash up costume that takes off 2 seconds, I coupled it with the embroidered cook's clothes and then the supreme or advanced cooking utensils. They do. I really don't want to collect these. These take off, what is it? 1 second, and I think the supreme are the same. They're either 1 or 2 seconds. So you're losing a second there off the cooking time, and then you're also losing it with the silver embroidered, which gives you 5 seconds down. And then the costume is another 2 seconds. So you're cutting 8 seconds off your cooking time. And then these things, if you grind Polly's Forest, you probably have a ton of these sitting around. You're losing another 1.1 second off. Now there's elixirs and all kinds of different ways to do that, but this is the way that I do it. And I have to say, if I'm not in a hurry on cooking, I will use the cook's clothes to get the mastery up instead. Now that will increase your cook time, you know, because the Manos cook's clothes don't have minus cooking time on it, so it's going to be a lot slower. But when you do that, my mastery goes from 1024 to 1324, and there's the percentages on it, so you'll get higher procs. The other thing to note is that when you're turning in Imperial boxes for cooking, make sure you get your mastery as high as possible. The mastery means you get extra silver. See at the bottom there, I get 98.8% extra silver on that. So that's the profitable part on there. But that's all I got today. We're going to dump most of this in here and save it for a later date. So now I got 4,200 in storage, and I won't have to cook pet feed for a very long time. Same thing with beer. I usually stockpile and cook like hundreds of thousands at a time, and then I don't have to do it for a while. But I'll keep gathering meat when I can, and I'll keep stockpiling both of these to get my contribution up, because I am working towards getting 4 more contribution. And the mundane task of beer cooking and pet feed cooking. And then the alchemy recipes we went over a few videos ago that I'm going to be using for clear liquid reagents and resurrection elixirs will build up my contribution points, because I'll get these byproducts. But it's a happy accident, like Bob Ross would say, because you're working towards a different goal, but you're also getting contribution points out of it. So pretty good. But that's all I got, so I'm going to leave it there and probably do some more alchemy or cooking. I got a few things I got to do away from the computer, so I'm out of here. If you liked the video, leave me a like, comment if you got anything to add, all that fun stuff. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.